Nicholas Clack. That does it for the first half of play. New Orleans on top, leading by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this. MP's checked in for the Nets. TJ Warren comes in for Harris. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walked into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Durant is out there with Warren. Then it's MP. That's Kyrie Irving, and it's Simmons in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Williamson, the pass to McCollum. Jones against Irving. Here's McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got 8 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Irving finds MP. From downtown. Pelicans with the rebound. Jones has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Jones slams it home.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
McCollum softly drops in the floater. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
There's a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Marshall comes in for Herbert Jones.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Durant. Curry comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Ben Simmons.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Murphy passes to Nance. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Hayes has got his first basket.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pelicans. Leading by 22. Inside. And the jam by Larry Nance.
What I love about Larry Nance Jr. is he doesn't need the ball to be effective, but when he does get the ball, he shoots with high percentage.
Timeout called the Nets. And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets. But Doris...
Substitutions. on the board.
Here's McCollum. 1:16 left in the game. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. The Nets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. 7-4 now for the Pelicans. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4, and Valanciunas at the 5. Brandon Ingram's out there with McCollum, and it's Murphy in at the 3 slot. Here's McCollum. It's sent back down by Simmons. A 3 from MP. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
McCollum got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They lead by 1. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jonas Valanciunas.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
Floats it up for Williamson. Count it.
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver.
Timeout called the Nets. They're up by 2. 27 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. Team's first foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Ben Simmons, an opportunity to make a big free throw and feel good about himself.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
T-shirts, come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Williamson, the pass to Jones. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion.
In these clutch situations, Simmons is focused. Better than normal at the stripe.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Jones from outside. Passes it to Ingram. He dishes it to McCollum. Misses the 3. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
Congratulations, you guys really pulled away thanks to you finding the bucket. How does it feel?
Man, listen, there's a lot of love on this squad.
Fantastic win tonight, MP.
Thanks, John.
What was your favorite part of tonight's game?
You know, John, there was a lot of noise this offseason about whether I was the right pick at 18.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, John, you know, I felt that support tonight, and it was love.
Okay. Hey, I will let him know.
What up, Rick? You good?
Hey, yeah, just got off the phone with Othello Akpem's assistant, and the big boss man wants to see you.
What about? I mean, he's not one of those super hands-on GMs, is he?
Nah, I mean, that's not really his reputation.
So...
Honestly, I don't know what this is about, man. I mean, I tried to press his assistant for some more info, but all he told me was that Coach Graves will be there, too.
Okay. Something about this feels off.
Yeah, I agree.
You got any advice?
Go in there with an open mind, see what they want to talk about, and come back here and we'll talk about it.
All right. Bet.
So what you say to MP? Come on in, take a seat.
What's up, MP?
Coach Graves, Mr. Akpem.
What'd I tell you about that? Othello, please.
I'm in my bag. You got it.
So, about Shep.
Oh, boy, you too.
Now just listen. We knew the PR hit we'd take for picking you over him. But that's all just outside noise. Inside these walls, all we care about is ball.
All right, well, I'm willing to put in the work. On and off the court. So whatever it takes. I actually spoke to Freddie Novak.
You talked to Freddie?
Did I do something wrong by talking to Freddie?
Freddie's a nice guy. I like him. But all this stuff about...
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my shot with...
Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah, I'll link up.
Good game last night. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Right there! All right, now move around.
Keep it going.
I got you quiet real quick.
Huddle up, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Grant. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off.
Full line change here for Brooklyn. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Porter Jr. comes in for Anunoby. So for Toronto right now, Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Scotty Barnes is out there with Otto Porter. And it's Achua in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Warren, the pass to MP. 4-3. Knocks down the triple. And talking about MP, what a college career he had. Just fantastic in school, a star on many levels.
MP playing 3 years before coming to the NBA. That is rare these days, but I think it was great for his overall development. Of course, it helps winning a title in school.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
From deep, MP hits a three-pointer. MP's got 6.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
Outside Porter. To the inside, Barnes. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet he'll find an open man.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Toronto trailing. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Achua with the dunk.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Pass to MP. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they crossed that line.
It's a catch-22. You want your guys attacking, playing with a sense of freedom, but not if it means a bunch of turnovers.
So the Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Birch, he's checked in for Toronto. Boucher comes in for Scotty Barnes.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Here's Trent. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Trent's got his second basket.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
From deep, MP. It doesn't go for him. With 1 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. Kyrie Irving has been on display for Brooklyn. He made a big impact, scoring 12.
25. Here to put on a show, your
good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Pascal Siakam out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one. Brooklyn has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. On the wing, Irving. Siakam against MP. The 3. That one no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Trent Jr. Second personal foul.
Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
2 shots.
That free throw misses. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go around.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Scotty Barnes comes in for Trent. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said it was like you got the max contract, but...
So it's tied as we head to halftime. We've got more in
44. The Raptors, 44.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. He is checked in for Brooklyn. Simmons, the pass to MP. There's the 3. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 4 assists in the game. Harrison Durant in as the forwards. Kyrie Irving out there with Ben Simmons. And it's MP in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Siakam, no good.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
They grab their own miss. Durant, count the basket. And now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Trent outside. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Kicks it out to Barnes. Takes a 3. They get it back. Van Vliet outside. Second chance shot. And the jumper is good. Van Vliet's got 14 points.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
Again, MP missing. The Raptors have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Yes, it's good. He's got 9.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
From deep, MP. Rebound by Van Vliet. The Raptors have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Trent. Van Vliet against Simmons. 16 feet out. No good off the back of the rim.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Oh, another miss by MP.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Siakam gets the bucket.
The coaches have to love when Pascal Siakam gets in a scoring groove. He's capable of making a big impact on the scoreboard.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now it seems Siakam is... is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
From a role player to an elite talent, Pascal Siakam continues to impress with his all-around game.
So for the Raptors right now, Barnes and Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. Fred VanVleet out there with Otto Porter, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Porter. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
One thing about Otto Porter, he does a good job of playing to his strengths at the offensive end.
Porter hits them both.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Kept alive. MP outside. Pass to Durant. Back to MP. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Lackluster defense, showing no... desire to chase shooters off that line.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats. Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Porter pass to Barnes. Shoots over Durant. They get the rebound. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Using that length to attack inside, Siakam's a major challenge for any defender to stop.
The first one falls.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Trent, he's checked in for Porter Jr. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
B.A., he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
Here's VanVleet. Misses off the right iron.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
From deep, MP. Barnes with the rebound. The Raptors with a lead. Anunoby finds Trent. Drops in the 3.
Gary Trent Jr., he will remember this moment, and so will we.
Pass to MP. Fires for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. MP's got 12 points here in the second half.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
2 minutes to play. 4th quarter.
Siakam outside. Fires from the line. Tries again. And the layup by Barnes.
Huge shot right there from Scotty. I love seeing him deliver in these situations.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 4. 1:46 left in the 4th. Let's take a moment to present the...
Substitutions on the court. At the line, KD. At the line, 1 shot.
Free throws good from Durant.
You have to admire Kevin Durant's resilience. Few stars could bounce back from a serious injury like he did and return looking the same.
And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Harris is checked in for MP. Trent, he's checked in for Toronto. Van Vliet comes in for Boucher.
Substitutions on the court.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, MP. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
This is when they need it the most, so they're so close to evening this game up.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. They're up by 4. 24 seconds left in the game, and the Raptors with some changes. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Achua, and Fred Van Vliet is subbed in for Boucher. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He didn't waste words with his guys, saying, quote, just go out there and do your thing. You know what needs to be done. Guys, he has the utmost confidence in his players. We'll see how they respond. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Irving. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And the free throw, no good. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Big trip to the line. Fred Van Vliet looks ready to step up.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
MP shot is off. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and
What up, Ash? Press?
No.
Hey, what's MP stand for anyway? Sounds like a phone to me.
You know what? That's real classy. Why would he even mention me?
Hey, man.
Ash, not one chair?
I don't do chairs.
So what about your guests? We all just gonna stand, stare at you?
Guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my...
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
Okay.
Trying to ride your coattails.
You want,
Everyone?
I mean, tell you the truth, I really wouldn't have noticed it if people like you didn't constantly bring it up.
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the reaction.
I mean, look, Shep would be a great track and field player.
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you.
Yo, honestly, that's just who he is. He's a trash.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation.
Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
Now
he's checked in for Joe Harris. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with MP. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Simmons. And it's Claxton in at center. Memphis has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. In the corner, it's Payne. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. The 3 from MP. It's rebounded by Memphis. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Sinks the triple.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Morant against Simmons. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 10 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The 3 from MP. They get the rebound and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A near 7-footer. KD shooting almost 90% from the line for his career. That's a rare combination.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for KD. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And then for Brooklyn, Warren's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Seth Curry comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Outside, Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Hit about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
On your feet, fans, here they come.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Memphis. They've got Jones. Williams is out there with Clark. And it's Tillman in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Undrafted coming out of college in 2013, Seth Curry only played 48 games in his first 3 seasons, spending most of the time destroying the G League.
Passes it to Concha. 5 to shoot. He gets it in there. Conjar's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks.
And when you look at what he's doing now, it's hard to believe that Seth was ever kept off an NBA roster.
He's made quite the career for himself as one of the league's great three-point shooters and just an efficient scorer from all 3 levels.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The 3 from MP. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 12 points in the game. On draft night, many people wondered where MP might land. But Greg, you think he was worthy of that 18th pick?
Well, I was a little surprised to see him go in the first round. But clearly his team believed in him. And the leadership and intangibles he brings are really hard to ignore.
Here's Conchar. They grabbed their own miss. Tillman. And that one, good. Tillman's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
So both teams making some changes here. And here on the 11 points in the game. It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Memphis Grizzlies.
60. The Nets, 38.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things put. He's checked in for Brooklyn. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Setting the floor for the Nets. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's MP in at center, locking down the middle. Bane against Irving. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got 7 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
MP, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Conchar comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. And then for Brooklyn, Curry's checked in for Harris. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Simmons. Now the pass to Jones. Back to Bane. Puts up a three. And it's MP with the rebound. Nets trail by 20. Launches a three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Conchar. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's MP. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 17 points for MP. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Outside, Bane. Back to Jones. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Pass to Conchar. Memphis moving it around to the paint. Here's Adams. That shot off the mark. The Nets go the other way with it. A three from MP. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Knocked loose. Shoots from the line. And it's Irving with the rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Adams outside. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Payne for three. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Williams comes in for John Conchar. And then for Brooklyn, Warren's checked in for Durant. Royce O'Neal comes in for Seth Curry. And Thomas subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Bane looking around. Back to Jones. Uncovered. Good on the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The three from MP. Rebound by Williams.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a...
Grizzlies with some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. And it's Bane in for Dylan Brooks. And a new group in for the Nets. Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. MP comes in for T.J. Warren. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Harris. That's Mills in for Simmons. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Jones is out there with John Morant. And it's Bane in at the the three, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Morant surveying the D. Pass to Bing. Back to Morant. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helped.
MP, what's up, bro?
T-Mac, man, you here to see me?
Yeah, I'm here to see you. Your agent told me you could use some advice.
Y'all clowning me or something?
Nah, nothing like that, man. I'm a fan. What you did in college was impressive.
Dang, man, that means a lot, man. Appreciate that.
When I saw what happened to you on draft night, I felt like I could relate.
Wait, how? You weren't booed in your draft night?
Nah, I didn't get booed, but there was plenty of hate. Coming out of high school like I did, a lot of people didn't respect that. I got a label put on me. Just like you did, by sticking around for your junior year.
All right, so what'd you do to get past that?
And I needed to talk to someone who went through what I did, so I hit up Kobe.
Hey, wait. First off, I didn't even know y'all were that close.
We used to talk all the time. He was the other big-name high school player, and he knew better than anyone what I was going through.
Wait, T-Mac, hold on. I literally grew up watching y'all ball together, so to hear you say that is mind-blowing, bruh. Could you tell me what kind of advice he gave you?
And we talked about all kinds of stuff. Okay. But the most important thing I got from him was his work ethic. That's what separates people at this level. It's not talent. It's not how many years you went to school. It's work.
And that's the only way to prove it, man. Work.
Yes, sir. You got to produce.
100%.
You will. You got the right character for it. I can see it.
And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even-keeled. It's such a long season.
Group getting ready for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Ingles comes in for Chris Middleton. Connaughton, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Hill in for Drew Holiday. MP is checked in for Brooklyn. TJ Warren comes in for Harris. And so in the game for the Nets, they've got MP. Ben Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's TJ Warren, and it's Durant in at the 3. MP outside, launches a 3. No luck on that one. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
The front office got a lot of blowback when they made MP their first-round pick. Most of the fans had their eyes set on Shep Owens.
I know it was a tough decision. As a GM, you don't want to alienate your fan base, but at the same time, you have to do what you think is best for the club in the long term. This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
You know, and where the Bucks seem to dominate every year is on the glass, particularly at the defensive end. #1 in the league the last 4 seasons.
To the left wing. Hill the pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Over Warren. Brooklyn with the board.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
MP shot is off. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Here's Portis. And that one drops. And it comes off an assist from Ingles.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, nice finish from him on that drive. Uses his body well and helps extend the lead.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul. T.J. Warren. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
That free throw good from Portis. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Pass to MP. Launches it. It's hauled in by Hill. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Ingles. And he drops it in from the low post.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead.
You know what time it is, Bucks fans. Give it up.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, Seth Curry is out there with Edwin Sumner. And it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's MP in at the 4. Group getting ready for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Ibaka. Ingles, he's checked in for Middleton. And it's Connaughton in for Allen. Snatched up, Durant, and it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
Back to Connaughton. Jacks up a 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Portis. Second shot opportunity. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Portis has got 9.
You know, this is one of the reasons why Giannis's teammates appreciate him, because when they're open, he finds them.
Perhaps the best trait of Giannis, his loyalty, Clark.
Love that about him, B.A. We've seen others test those free agent waters. No begrudgment there, but not Giannis. Stayed in Milwaukee, a small market team, signing an extension in 2020, and then led the Bucks to that 2021 title. The Greek Freak didn't need to get to a super team to get a ring. He birthed and led a super team right where he was.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo has won MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship. But he says, quote, I am not satisfied. As the leader of this team, that's the tone I set. I don't care about trophies. I care about getting better, and that's what I've done my entire career. Brian, he stays focused.
Nose to the grindstone, Al. Thanks for that.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Inside. And then Portis with the dunk.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Foul. Pat Connaughton. First personal foul. Second team foul. At line for the Nets.
First one falls for him.
Hard to keep up with Irvin. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
17 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
It's on T.J. Warren.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off. Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
MP outside. Warren, the pass to MP. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up now.
With the score, your Bucks 56, the Nets 37.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
You just love his patience.
Substitution on the court.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Middleton, no good. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Personal foul.
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Ingles, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Allen. And a change for the Nets. Thomas is checked in. Ingles finds Portis. Connaughton against Curry. Back to Portis. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Something Bobby Portis has truly captured is the love of the fans, Clark.
Yeah, his energy and enthusiasm is palpable and contagious, but he also puts in the work, and fans recognize that hard work.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys, and here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Connaughton outside, fires from deep, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Ingles. Ingles has got his 4th assist with that last one. And the Nets shooting just 35% from the floor. From deep, MP. Milwaukee with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face him. Down low, Ibaka. Good D by MP. Hey, you look at the numbers that MP has been putting up. It's hard to believe that fans still would have preferred Shep Owens in the draft.
I know. I mean, I guess everyone is entitled to their opinion. But MP has shown he's at least worth the 18th pick. Fans can't ignore the numbers he's putting up forever.
Ingles with it. Warren covering. They get it back. Ibaka, good. Ibaka's got 6.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Stolen by MP. Fast break, Brooklyn. The putback. Outside, Hill. With 4 on the clock. Deflected.
Yeah, Warren's not having any of that. Get it out of here. A fierce competitor on defense.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Here's Ingles. And so it's Milwaukee with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way.
Completely new group for the Bucks. And the Nets also making a change. MP is checked in for Sumner. And here's MP from outside. He can't get that one to fall. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. On the floor for the Nets. Royce O'Neal is out there with MP. Then there's Sharp. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard position. Here's Holiday. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. From deep, MP. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Middleton outside. Pass to Allen. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing he can find his teammates too.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up. Keep on applying pressure to their defense. At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And the shot goes. Antetokounmpo's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, in his relatively short career, Giannis has figured out just about every way to get the ball in the basket, even with a guy draped all over him. I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And the layup is good off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 22.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bucks.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You'd love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
Mills, the pass to MP. Shot to stop the run. Again, MP missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
MP outside. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Connects from downtown.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Carter against Curry. Carter with it. So this one belongs to the Bucks. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill.
in my light, yeah. 눈더미같이 쌓인 일들은 in my light, yeah. 난 얼마나 더 많이 또 일을 해, yeah. 사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 세 글자를. 덕분에 우린 하루 두 번의 아침 해를 번을 다 집어쳐 오늘 밤 we party. 난 다 밀어서 오랜만에 we mobbing. 계획을 바꿀래 갑자기. 내 새로운 노래가 rockin' on the speaker. 사진 찍고 싶어. Yeah, just take a picture. Yeah, 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 yeah.
MP, you got a minute?
Of course, sure.
What's this I hear about you working on some initiative to earn more fans?
Look, man, I've been meaning
I thought I was clear with you. Basketball comes first. End of story.
It does. But I got a lot of people in my ear telling me I gotta do other stuff too, man.
What?
Yeah.
Freddie? What did I tell you about him?
I know what you said about...
Trying to get these badges so I can get in park. I'm okay, James. This bill about to be raw.
With the regular season just getting started, what's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
Let me tell you.
He's checked in for O'Neal. Then for the Mavericks, Wood, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. On the floor for Dallas, the backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Maxi Kleber is out there with Wood, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Lets it go from 11. Count it. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Kyrie Irving getting to that mid-range scoring ability sometimes.
Hey, Eli.
Sometimes it's the only shot available.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. The pass to Dinwiddie.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
If you talk about a defensive menace, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
Simmons against Doncic. Wood pass to Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post. That's now 8 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
A 3 from MP. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. And that's now 6 points for MP. One of the big talking points with MP. Can he make the leap to the pro game? Greg, do you think his game translates?
Skills-wise, he was tremendous in the college game. The question is the physical side. We'll have to find out if MP can handle it.
Finney-Smith gets to Dinwiddie over Irving. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 4. Durant wide open. He fires. And the Nets another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Dinwiddie passes to Wood.
Hey, what game you on?
Dinwiddie against Irving. A shot by Kleber, wide open. And Simmons with the rebound.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the...
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Nets lead by 9. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is the group that Jacque Vaughn has right now. They've got Joe Harris. MP is out there with Warren. Then it's Curry. And it's Sumner in at the point.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Here's Wood. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Hardaway. Here's the three. Wood can't hit.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got 5.
Well, the emphatic three-point answer from Dwight Powell. Nice.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
O'Neal's checked in for the Nets.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Average trail by 13. Outside Hardaway. Kicks to Powell. Dishes to Bullock. Wood against Warren. Wood passes to Hardaway. 4 on the clock. Passes to Powell. A rebound by the Nets. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
And it's Bullock in the corner. A 3. And it's MP with the rebound.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Bullock passes to Doncic. Loads it up for Wood. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. MP's really making a difference here.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time
to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for T.J. Warren. Irving comes in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Edmund Sumner. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Christian Wood. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Hardaway. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Kleber's got his first 2 points. A 3 from MP. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. It's good. Dinwiddie's got 5.
Pitch works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here is Simmons. MP outside. Buries it from 3-point range. MP's got 29 in the game.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets out in front by
24.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these. In for the Nets. MP's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. T.J. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for O'Neal. And Thomas subbed in for Ben Simmons. Dallas also making some changes. Wood is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Luka Doncic. On the floor for Dallas, Maxi Kleber is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Sinks the three-pointer.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Pass to Kleber. Back to Dinwiddie. Basket good. He's got 11.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Outside Hardaway. To the wing on the left. Here's Wood. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. That's 10 points for Christian Wood. Nets leading by 9. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Irving against Dinwiddie. Pass to Wood. That one doesn't go. And so it's Brooklyn up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call.
Changes for Brooklyn. MV comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Seth Curry. Christian Woods checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic. The pass to Wood. Over MP. Missed.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Kyrie Irving's history suggests he has ice in his veins. Another opportunity here at the foul line to show how clutch he is. Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Bullock nails both of them. Timeout called the Nets. They're leading by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll wrap it up.
Great win and a stellar performance from you tonight. Are you encouraged by...
Yeah, you know, we didn't want to give this game away, so I took it upon.
What do you say to the people who question the wisdom of your decision to participate in a PR offensive to win?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't phrase it like that, Nate. PR.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Nate White's report that you've been asked to participate.
Hey, I'd just like to clear something up really quickly. This is... Hey,
here.
Were you looking to talk?
Now.
Okay,
63 now.
Right now. Yes, ma'am. Where would you like me to sit? Anywhere. Let me know.
Oh.
Hey, MP, how are you?
My man John, what's going on, man?
All right.
You chilling?
So, you've had a little time now to get acclimated to your new team, and...
That's a great question. You know, I don't... Not at all, man. I mean, I'm confident in who I am and what I bring to this table. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then. Last question. Now that you're finding your footing on this team and with the fans, if you look ahead to the end of the season, where do you see yourself and this team?
Okay, how about this? I can either give you the same boring answer that everyone else gives you, or I could talk to you about where I see myself in this city a year from now.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I think your readers might find that a little bit more interesting.
Well, okay, sure, I can pivot.
Yeah?
Where do you see yourself in this city? What's next for MP?
This might not be my hometown, but this is my city now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you, MP. It's been great spending time with you.
Likewise, man.
Hey, now tell Ash.
So going into the first game day, I wasn't surprised that I qualified. I was grateful that I did, but I qualified on the first game day last year, so I was pretty confident going.
Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, early on, some teams...
Group substitution here for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. MP comes in for Durant. TJ Warren, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Curry in for Simmons. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Halliburton at point next to Duarte. They're the backcourt. Jackson out there with Goga Bitadze. And the basket by MP. And the endorsement deals keep coming in for MP. Latest news is he'll be the face of Mobile One for their next marketing push.
And that's a smart move by Mobile One. They can see that MP's stock is starting to take off, and they got in early.
Here's Matherin. He's covered by Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. In addition to affecting the game at both ends, Matherin has already proven to be a tremendous leader.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. He's a high intangibles guy, a hard worker, really leads by example, and he's clutch. He elevates his play in big-time situations.
So the Nets making a switch here. Sumner's checked in. Jackson against MP. From the arc. He buries it.
Okay, this is a good layer, Josh. I think I'm lagging a bit. Everything that's happening is lucky. Yeah, a little. A strange electric ball. Are you kidding me? Don't use a strange electric ball, Jelly. All right, Jelly, we're a few layers down. How much do we have to show for it?
From 3. MP's got 6.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Halliburton outside. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Matherin. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MLB physical. Get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam can? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Pass to Duarte. Back to Halliburton. 40 seconds left in the first. Now here's Jackson. Offensive rebound. And it's good for 2.
He stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
MP outside. Fires the 3. And the Nets another 3. Well, there always seems to be some debate about MP's place in the league. But I do think he passes the eye test.
Well, if you know what to look for, the answer is clear. MP may not always have an impressive stat line, but you can just tell he's a difference maker on the court.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Duarte. Over MP. Oh, MP with a block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitutions on the court.
1 second left. No good there. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Nets leading by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Your next team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
On the court for the Pacers. Second quarter underway. Halliburton at point next to Duarte. They're the backcourt. O'Shea Brissett out there with Buddy Hield. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To the paint. Soft touch off the glass. Turner's gotten his third basket of the night.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
You know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff are feel comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
Hield on the wing to the middle. Turner against MP. Turner passes to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Halliburton. From deep. The rebound by the Nets. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season. 12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Pacers also making a change. Smith's checked in. Halliburton against Simmons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
Pass to Turner. Oh, MP with a block. Now Irving. MP right side. Drills it from deep. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nets. Simmons against Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Simmons brings a double team. Halliburton for 3. They get the rebound. Off target at the rim. The Nets with the lead. From deep, MP. Smith with the rebound.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. Just couldn't get it to go.
The ball's knocked loose. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. Sharp, he's checked in for Durant.
On the court.
The Nets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. From deep, MP. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, even after it appeared that there was a falling out, Kyrie Irving remains a Brooklyn Net. Now, I suppose cooler heads prevailed, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Irving on the move here in the near future.
And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Matherin. There's a minute 12 left in the second. So it's Brooklyn finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to...
The Pacers, 40.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. That's making a switch here. MP's checked in.
Well, with all the trade requests over the last year, the Nets started to seem like a sinking ship. But with KD still on board, a chance to stay on course, he's invested so much in his team. I'm glad to see him remain in Brooklyn.
In 2008, Kevin Durant ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. It wasn't even really close. And still, I'm not sure we realized what an all-time great he'd become.
MP is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Simmons in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Turns out that Durant's rookie season was the worst of his career, Richard.
And he was fantastic that year. But within 2 seasons, he'd become the league leader in scoring. His rebounding would improve, and by then we knew we were watching a Hall of Famer.
Pass to Mathurin. And here's Hield. From the elbow. Indiana again missing.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And the shot's good by Irving.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Making an impact. I love the aggression. Playing on that front foot and looking to expand their lead.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. A nice shot by MP.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And you really want more of this from Turner. We all know how dangerous he is once he finds his rhythm.
From deep, MP. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Halliburton. And here's Hield. He's got 10. Turner finds Halliburton. Outside Hield. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And they're pushing it up. From deep, MP. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for 2nd for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Hield passes to Turner. Outside Hield. Oh, denied by Durant.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
From deep, MP. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Out left to the wing. Here's Mathurin. He's guarded by Irving. And it's Mathurin missing.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
From deep, MP. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Mathurin. Pass to Turner. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And here are the Pacers now. With 1 on the clock. That shot is off. And so it's Brooklyn. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one
each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look.
So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see.
Great game tonight. You really had to work on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, man, I was just trying to stay aggressive. You know, my teammates were looking for me on the offensive end.
사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 새글자를 덕분에 우린 하루 2번의 아침을 보는 다 집어쳐 오늘 밤 we party 난 다 밀어서 오랜만에 we mobbing 계획을 바꿀래 갑자기 내 새로운 노래가 rockin' 오늘 speaker 사진 찍고 싶어 yeah just take a picture yeah 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 feeling all this yeah, 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 yeah. 남기지 말고 오늘 밤을 넌 아끼지 마 너가 데려온 친구들 전부 세워놓고 음악 볼륨을 키워둬 천장을 뚫어버릴 텐데
Tricks, only treats here, Greg, is we've got NBA action on Halloween. Greg, I have seen you sport some very interesting costumes. Changes for Brooklyn. MP's checked in for Sharp, and Warren subbed in for Royce O'Neal. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Making the most of their trips to the charity stripe, that's what they've done a good job of thus far in this one. Very comfortable at the line, and that's a good sign.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the court for Indiana, the guard pair, Halliburton and Mathurin. Turner is out there with Smith, and it's Hield in at the small forward.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Lets it go with the three. And it's MP with the rebound. And this team, Greg, crafting MP, hoping he can grow into the leader here. It might take some time, but he should, I think, find his way.
And those intangibles were a big reason to draft MP. We'll keep an eye on him as he develops and steps into a leadership role for the team.
MP against Turner. Here's Mathurin. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Halliburton.
How about Halliburton getting his hands dirty, going in there, crashing the offensive glass. Love the versatility.
Irving kicks to MP. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for MP.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3
in a row. I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Halliburton for three. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound and the bucket.
And here's MP for three. And the Nets another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And Indiana making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And here's MP for three. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 15.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Jackson passes to Hield. Nice D from Warren. That's leading by 19 points. Durant at the elbow. Kicks it out to MP. Jacks up a three. And the Nets another three.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Hield way outside. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break.
Here to put on the show, your Brooklyn Nets.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. And there's Jackson, and it's Mathurin in at the 3 slot. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all, but Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
And the shot goes in. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Duarte, guarded by Kerr. Here's Jackson, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mathurin. Passes it to Duarte. Shot clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path starting his collegiate career in junior college.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Royce O'Neal comes in for Harris. And it's Ben Simmons in for Edmund Sumner. They get it back. Sharp. And the layup falls. Sharp's got his second bucket.
There he is, Beastie on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second
Halliburton passes to Brissett. And stolen by Simmons. The three from MP. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight. And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
Okay, how about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. The shot no good by Duarte.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
The three from and again for three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Here's Hield. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And here's MP for 3. The rebound by Hield.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for Johnson.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the...
Good! Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And so it's Brooklyn.
The Pacers, 38.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Durant is out there with MP. Then there's Irving. Then it's Simmons. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Mark, when they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan. Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives. On its way from Turner for 2. Misses the jumper.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Well, he's been nothing less than great. 3-pointers at a historic level.
Well, that basket has to look as wide as a swimming pool for him right now. Because he is splashing in every 3 he takes.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Mathurin. He's covered by Irving. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home. And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
Back to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Halliburton. The offensive rebound. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got 7 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass to Mathurin. He kicks it to Turner. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity.
Hey, congrats on the win. Now, it looked like you were in attack mode from the out.
Yeah, I definitely came out looking to put in work. You know, I know this.
MP, thanks for stopping by.
Come on, man. I always got time for you, Fred.
Hey, listen.
사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 새글자를 덕분에 우린 하루 두 번의 아침해를 버는 다 집어쳐 오늘 밤 we party 다 밀어서 오랜만에 we mobbing 계획을 바꿀래 갑자기 내 새로운 노래가 rockin' on the speaker 사진 찍고 싶어 yeah just take a picture yeah 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 yeah
MP, have a seat.
How you doing, Coach?
What?
I said, how you doing, Coach?
Oh.
Sorry. What did you say?
I said, how you doing, man?
Oh, great. I'm great.
What's going on, man? First time we met, you gave me a speech about Tribe being the greatest group of all time. This don't sound like Tribe.
Well, I just don't want to be closed-minded. Thought I'd try some new stuff out. All right. Expand my musical palette.
How you digging that so far?
I don't know yet. But, look, obviously I didn't ask you here to talk about music, and not one for speeches, so I'll just say, congrats. You're running with the starters next time out.
Stop playing. Let's go.
Hey, you've done everything right and then some. But you can't let up, though, all right?
No, that is not an issue at all, Coach. Oh, I can't wait to see my name on that board in the locker room.
Big news. Big news. Rookie standout MP will be making his first appearance in the starting lineup tonight. Quicker than many NBA insiders predicted, which begs the question, is this MP's I told you so moment?
Stan, you've been hanging with JJ too long. Rookie standout? Are you okay?
All right, well, I'm guessing that you would not be calling this his I told you so moment.
I told you what? That's my president of basketball operation is forcing me into the starting lineup so he doesn't look bad.
Oh, wow. Come on, Kendrick. That's not fair.
Why not? Why not? We already know the hash and the little PR scheme to make MP and the front office look good. This could just be part of that.
That's a completely separate issue. I know their top assistant, Wayne Graves, really, really well from my time at Duke.
He knows
and believe me, he'd never join a staff where the front office dictates who starts. That's not how things are done over there, point blank. And I know, because I'm plugged in.
Well, then...
Okay, everybody bring it in. Let's go, let's go.
All right, guys, I'll make this quick.
Now, as we all know, this is our beloved rookie MP's first game in the starting lineup.
Let's give him a speech.
You guys are one step ahead of me today.
What's new, Coach?
Okay.
Not really setting me up for success there, Coach.
So my favorite cards in the game right now are the Pink Diamond John Wall, just because he can play, pretty good defense for his size.
And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Greg.
Hey, BA, get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. In it forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. Lonzo Ball is out there with Kobe White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Now here's DeRozan. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. It's stolen by Irving. From deep, MP. He drops it from range.
For MPs, remember, this guy was booed on draft night. He came into the league with the fans against him, but I think MP is using that as fuel.
No question, you have to. It's a tough spot to come into, but MP is going to try to win over the fans. Here's Vucevic, and stolen by Simmons. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Irving.
Despite his size, Kyrie taking it up hard in the painted area.
First team foul.
That free throw good from Irving. One thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Back to Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. Now here's White over Irving. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. MP right side. Wing shot on the way. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
To the paint. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Ball.
The floor awareness of Ball excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
And here's MP from outside. And the Nets, another 3.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Ball against Simmons. Ball outside. Here's Vucevic. Goes back up. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
He's a steady double-double threat. Vooch continues to be a productive big man with an impressive skill set.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship-caliber team.
And here's MP from outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. MP's got 11 points.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Now here's Ball. Tipped away. Here's the break. Here's O'Neal. Here's MP. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
On the wing, MP. From outside the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
You know, it seems like the Nets and KD played the will they or won't they all summer long. But no deal was found, and KD is giving it another shot with the Nets. Now, it just didn't seem to be a deal that was right to move Durant.
Brooklyn making some changes. Claxton, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Warren comes in for O'Neal. And it's Curry in for Ben Simmons. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Green comes in for Williams. Caruso, he's checked in for White. And it's Dosunmu in for Ball. And here's MP from outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist of the night. Caruso outside. Pass to DeRozan. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Caruso. And he gets the bucket.
That's all focused by Alex Caruso, absorbing the contact and getting the finish.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here's Dosunmu. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Drummond. Back to Dosunmu. And he makes it on the layup.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Hits the trifecta. MP's got 28 points for the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. That's out in front, opening up a huge gap. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Please give a big round of applause for your Nets.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Kyrie Irving out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's TJ Warren. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's MP in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
What I appreciate about Patrick is that he plays his role well. Doesn't play outside of himself.
Lonzo Ball's checked in for Chicago. And the basket by MP.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
To give you an idea of how good the Bulls were last season, they spent 56 days atop the Eastern Conference, but ultimately they couldn't overcome the injury to Lonzo Ball.
Here's Vucevic, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Strong through contact, Vucevic gets it done.
Outside Simmons. And here's MP from outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside White. Pass to Williams. 2:46 on the shot clock. And there's the lob. And the jam by Drummond.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. And Smitty, that was the story in the East last season. So many injuries.
It was, B.A., both in the regular season and in the playoffs. They had that next...
So it's the Brooklyn Nets feeling confident. 18
Brooklyn 64. The Bulls 46.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 18. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. On the court for Chicago, Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. Kobe White out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's DeRozan in at the 3.
If you can get a good screen for DeRozan on a pick and roll, more often than not, he'll convert it. Great body control.
And here's MP from outside. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside White. Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And B.A., I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it.
MP, that one's good.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Outside White. Pass to DeRozan. Now Vucevic. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
That was enough. Good. Another from 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. And it's Ball off the drive.
The defense playing Lonzo Ball to pass that off. Instead, he takes it all the way.
The Nets have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Pass to Williams. The shot that time, not on target. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. A deep 3 from MP. Williams grabs the board.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
The open shot, White. Brooklyn with the board.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Outside White. Pass to DeRozan. Durant against Williams. The 3 from Ball. That shot off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
From deep. No luck on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Just 2 to shoot. And it's DeRozan missing.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline. Allen, good! Another from 3.
I don't think I've ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
And by the way, with that make, he's now alone in second place for most threes in a game. At this point, you have to go for that top spot, right? Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now, it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Brooklyn making some changes. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Harris comes in for O'Neal. And it's Curry in for Ben Simmons. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Drummond's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Green comes in for Williams. Caruso, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dent again. For three.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
And he just can't be denied from deep. Now he's tied for most threes in a single game. Amazing. Oh, there's the alley. The shot by Drummond, no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. And Ball gets it to go.
Reliable three-point shooting is so important. Lonzo works hard to deliver that for the team.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock. Connects again from distance.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
Oh, an historic performance by an historic shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate greatness.
He's been nothing less than great. Three-pointers at a historic level.
He's out of his mind, dropping bombs all night. It's a performance we'll be talking about for a long, long time.
And the Nets making a change here. Sumner's checked in. Ball outside. Pass to Caruso. Over Harris. They get it again.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Time to make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form.
Full line change here for Brooklyn. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bradley. Andre Drummond comes in for Jones. DeRozan is checked in for Green. And it's Lonzo Ball in for DeSumo. Kevin Durant is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's MP in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's DeRozan. Second chance effort. Vucevic's shot is off. The Nets shooting just 38% here in the fourth. And yes, another basket. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Ball passes to Drummond. A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from 14. O'Neal pulls it in.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Pass to DeRozan. Now Drummond. Back to DeRozan. To the inside. Vucevic. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
Able to score in so many different ways. The versatility of Vucevic is what makes him a great player.
And again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Pass to Caruso. Here's Drummond. Now here's Vucevic. Covered by MP. And the power finish by Vucevic.
The big man, Nikola Vucevic. Strength and mobility. Booyah!
MP with it. From deep three-point range. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Make sure to get
and that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. So long, everybody.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on all.
Facts, man. Come on, we out here.
Uh-huh.
Himalaya 눈더미 같이 쌓인 일들은 Himalaya 난 얼마나 더 많이 더위를 해요 사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 세 글자를 덕분에 우린 하루 2번의 아침 해를 버는
My MVP for qualifying was definitely the Pink Diamond Kevin Garnett because he was real good defensively at the center position because he was fast and he got good interior defense so he could get.
It's still early in the season and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
So the Nets starting 5. We've got Durant. Ben Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's MP. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Hachimura, no good. MP outside. No good with the triple. And it's Wright with the ball for Washington, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy they need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
A nice shot by KD.
And that's where Kevin Durant's length really pays off on the inside. Hard to hold him back without fouling.
Back to Beal. Right outside. Oh, good on the triple.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
MP outside. Shoots the 3. Traps in the tray. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Nets.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to Hachimura. Right outside. To the left wing to stop the run. The Wizards with another miss.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Simmons passes to MP. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. That's now 8 points for MP.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
Yeah, who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
Morris is checked in for Wright. And a change for the Nets. Warren's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Gafford passes to Morris. The Wizards working the ball around now. And it's Beal in the corner over Irving. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Morris.
Advantageous if you can get in Bradley Beal's airspace before he catches. Otherwise, that happens.
And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hachimura kicks to Avdia. Passes to Morris. Lets it go. Brooklyn with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
And here's Avdia after the 3-pointer from MP. And the pass to Avdia. Back to Gafford. Just 5 on the clock. There's the double team with Warren. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of 3-pointers thus far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Durant is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Simmons. And it's MP in at the 5 spot. It's his first trip to the line. In college at Gonzaga, Rui Hachimura is a finalist for the Player of the Year award.
And not bad company that year, Kevin, alongside Zion Williamson and Ja Morant. Probably one of the most talented fields for that award we've seen in a long time.
And here's MP for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple. Wright
finds Hachimura. Now, here's Avdia. He's tightly guarded. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
MP's shot is good.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Avdia can't hit. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Off target with his 3. Wizards have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And a couple years ago, the NBA played with a 72-game schedule. Think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
And here's Barton following the 3 from MP. Beal, the pass to Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time.
Outside, KD. O'Neal kicks to MP. And the Nets, another 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Something that the Wizards struggled with last year, Brent, was a lack of consistency.
Yeah, constantly shifting the rosters and starting lineups. Obviously a new coach, so tactically some different things being deployed. You got to find a dependable foundation, and training camp in the early part of the season for this team really, really important.
Wizards have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Irving against Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Mixing it up just a little bit. Beal gets himself some room to work with using that screen.
MP outside. 3-pointers off the mark. The Wizards have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Hachimura, the pass to Barton. Back to Hachimura. Rebound, Brooklyn. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And Durant gets it to go.
And Kyrie with that feel, man, it's so special, impressive. Finds a teammate, that's a direct dime.
Here's Barton. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Right, the pass to Gafford. Barton outside. Over Thomas. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And here's MP for 3. And Wright pulls it down. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. He's off on that one. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly.
DC fans, a big round of applause for your Wizards, UNC.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Running at the wings, Beal and Avdia. Hachimura out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's right in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now, here's Avdia. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
MP, no good. Washington shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
Well, back in 2017, Denny played professionally in his home country, representing Israeli basketball. He was a stud.
Beyond the arc. They get it back.
A great hustle from the swing man that time as Durant doing whatever he could do to keep it alive.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside, Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Now Hachimura. Right side. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. MP, no good. And for Avdia, he managed, Brent, to rack up 3 consecutive Israeli League championships.
Yeah, he really was the go-to guy, and he became the youngest MVP in league history at the tender age of 19. So doing all of that before entering the 2020 draft had a lot of NBA teams intrigued that, look, this guy has played in big games and in big moments. Could he do that for us?
Now, here's MP. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. MP, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Now here's Beal, and the wide open shot from Avdia. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. Brooklyn looking who they've got. Simmons is out there with Irving. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Durant. And it's MP in at the center position. Pass to Beal. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Pass to MP. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Field goal.
MP's got 41.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
The Wizards with another miss. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Connects from 3-point range. Kispert getting points here in this quarter.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that's
good. Another from 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now an update on Avdia from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out about Denny? And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. And Gafford throws it down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
And this connects again from distance.
Splashes home another three, and he moves into second place all-time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. It's Davis on the wing, guarded by O'Neal. Davis, the pass to Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 59 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Wright, 6 to shoot, and it's sent back by KD.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Davis looking for an opening. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry.
Wow, you really showed out tonight. Is this the best?
Man, I don't see it that way. You know, I've had a bunch of good games. Yeah, I scored a lot of points.
Himalaya, 눈더미 같이 쌓인 일들은 Himalaya. 난 얼마나 더 많이 더 일을 해야 사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 세 글자를 덕분에 우린 하루 두 번의 아침 해를 burner 다 집어쳐 오늘 밤 we party.
Going into the next game day, I'm excited to use the Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis because at the power forward position, he gives you something that you don't have in any other card at that position right now, especially on next gen. So I'm really excited to be able to use him in the coming game days and have fun with the card. So last year, I got eliminated in the second round of the tournament. I was pretty upset with the results, but it was a close game, and then I kind of let it go in the fourth quarter. But I just decided that I would try again this year because why not? It's a great opportunity. So that's kind of just what brought me back is the opportunity to win the 200K. With the money, I'll definitely pay my college tuition or
Some teams find it easier to hit the ground running when the season starts. Others, not so much. Doris, how come it takes so long for some squads to get in the so-called mid-season form?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's about the personnel. Is somebody coming off an injury? How many new additions do you have? Is the coaching staff new? Different teams have different attitudes when it comes to the early part of the schedule. But for several, this is sort of an extended preseason, working things out.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie Irving out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's MP in at the center position, locking down the middle. Right wing. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Durant. MP against Washington. From deep, MP. Oh, another miss by MP. The Hornets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Ball outside. The rebound by the Nets. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks. Guys, it seems to me that what's gotten lost in all the criticism of Ben Simmons shooting is the fact that this guy is still very special at the things he is very capable of doing. Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start. Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Washington passes to Hayward. Again, the miss by the Hornets. And Simmons has taken a ton of heat recently.
He really has, B.A., but it seems to me he's ready to prove his doubters wrong. Maybe he uses all that criticism as motivation to finally improve his shooting, because absolutely on the defensive end, this guy is a terror. And in transition, he puts a ton of pressure on you.
Now here's Hayward. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
Ball against MP for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Ball. And a change for the Nets. Lawrence checked in. Hayward outside. They need this. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
And this is what you want from Dennis Smith Jr. He has to find the open man and deliver it on time and on target.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Inside, here's Plumlee. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. MP against Plumlee. MP shot is good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And not many teams have as solid a piece to build around as the Hornets do with LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo clearly is a guy who has incredible confidence, incredible vision and passing ability. When you look at his ability to make the game easy for the players around him, and sometimes in transition to make those elite athletes look incredibly special, he is a guy that you would enjoy playing with.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Smith outside. 1:03 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Plumlee. And here's Oubre. 6 to shoot. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Nets have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Here's MP. Plumlee pulls down the board. Charlotte has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. To halt the run. And Oubre with the lay-in.
Now this guy's so fluid in transition. Just a great player, Oubre, in the open floor.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Slam dunk by Plumlee.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. A deep 3 from MP. Washington grabs the miss. Oubre finds Hayward. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Irving. And so it's Brooklyn, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense.
22.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Ball is out there with Maledon. Then there's Cody Martin. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Plumlee in at the force lock. That's the Hornets 5. And here's MP from outside. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Maledon. Back to Ball. Now here's Plumlee, covered by MP. Here's Richards. Martin outside. Down low. Here's Plumlee. Oh, MP with a block. Warren, the pass to MP. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Pass to Maledon. Martin inside. He's covered by Warren. Here's Richards. Now here's Plumlee. Looking to win the run. That shot off the mark. Good D by MP. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in.
What you love about Mason Plumlee is there's a level of professionalism in terms of his effort and energy. He brings it every single night.
Timeout call, the Hornets. And you know, Doris, in addition to the effort Plumlee puts out there, he's a dependable scorer in tight.
BA, he's going to get the vast majority of his scoring opportunities in the painted area. He can finish with either hand. And what is so underrated about his game, his ability.
Through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the
score. Here, Hornets 21, the Nets 48.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And the Nets shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong. On the floor for the Nets. Royce O'Neal is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's MP in at the center position, filling out the middle. Back to Ball. Lets it go. The offensive rebound. And he gets it to go. Richards has got his first basket.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
Outside Oubre. To the wing, right side. Simmons against Ball. Here's Richards. And he can't bank that one in. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. On the wing, Irving. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, BA, the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
MP outside. No good from outside.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Hayward for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got 4 rebounds now.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Oubre finds ball. Washington with the ball. To the paint. Here's Richards. And that one is stuffed right through.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And here's MP from outside. And again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Connects again from distance.
And the threes just don't stop. Another shot and another make.
Yes, and he's starting to creep up that list now for the most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he keeps it going. Pass to Oubre. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Sinks the tray. MP's got 49 in the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Hayward to pass to Washington. Irving against Oubre. The kick out to Ball. Will it go? Gets the 3 ball to go. Ball's got 5 now.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
And again for 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Hayward for 3. Here's Richards, and that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3.
He is unstoppable. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What an historic night for him shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for 3rd place in most threes. Richards' shot is off.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And here's MP from outside. And the Nets, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ball against Simmons. Ball outside. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. From deep, MP. Offline. And so it's Brooklyn making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson.
You shot a great percentage tonight after some struggles earlier this season.
I mean, Coach said those shots are there for me. I know I'm a great shooter, and those.
Himalaya 눈더미 같이 쌓인 일들은 Himalaya 난 얼마나 더 많이 더 일을 해
So what's the big emergency? Someone die or something?
Your guess is as good as mine.
So you don't know anything?
No, I just got a text from Ricky saying to meet here as soon as possible.
I got the same one. Ash, anything?
Nope. And everything's clear on social, so it's not about anything happening online.
No, of course. No, you have my word. All right. All right, thanks. Take care. You want to tell us what's going on, Rick?
Look, it's Othello. He's trying to trade you.
Excuse me?
Look, there's a lot of backstory here, but yeah, the bottom line is Othello's trying to trade you, and we all need to talk strategy.
Oh, I got plenty of time right now, Ricky. So how about you just backtrack a little bit and tell me exactly what's going on? Starting with how you know all that.
Look, I can't tell you all that, man. Look, this is like some deep state office politics, but look, just trust me, the intel is solid.
And that intel is?
Othello feels Freddie's trying to replace him.
We're talking about Brandon marketing, Freddie?
Yeah, Brandon marketing.
Yo, bro, that is insane. Dude is not even a basketball guy.
Yeah, you know that. I know that.
So what does that have to do with me?
You're Freddie's pet project. Look, with you gone, Freddie's whole...
What are you thinking?
If he wants to trade me, let him trade me.
Whoa, whoa.
No. If the fans...
You can fight back. Look, if Othello's the only one...
And Pete, wait!
What?
We have a date tonight, remember?
Listen,
What's up?
The J. Cole takeover is underway in NBA 2K23.
Pick up a celebrity card of our Dreamer Edition.
This season is still only just getting underway, but as a player, RJ, how valuable is it to get things started the right way?
It is so valuable because, as coaches say, plays that often start bad end bad, and it's the same thing with seasons. If seasons start bad, there's a higher probability of them ending bad. So you want to get off to a good start. You want to show up ready to go.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. MP is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Simmons in at the one. A very nice moment for MP. It was announced he was the NBA Player of the Week.
And hard to argue with that choice given the numbers MP put up. He was a man on a mission all week long. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide-open man. And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Irving against Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. And it's MP with the rebound. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
Yeah, that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
Now, Doncic, after the missed three from MP. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
MP outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 9 points for MP.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Doncic. Good trying to free himself up. And Doncic gets it to go.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
MP, no good. Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. There's the triple. A rebound by the Nets. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Back to Doncic. There's the pass to Bullock. O'Neal with the rebound. The Nets with the lead. Now it's sent it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Jason Kidd.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, to no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep. So we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We will see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And finished off by Wood.
Obviously, Wood is in sync with his team. Perfectly timed leap to throw down that finish.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012.
Pass to Warren. MP against Wood. The three. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from MP. MP's got 15. And, well, over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
Maxi Kleber is out there with Wood. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 6-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
That was a difficult one for them to drop. A close game throughout, and an opponent that they're going to beat more often than not.
The three from MP. Another miss by MP. For Dallas, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Passes it to Kleber. Wide open look. The shot that time, not on target.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
And the basket by MP.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Finney Smith. Here's Wood. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First team foul.
When you think of half-court offenses in general, Brad, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Dallas. And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes play to the inside. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Wood.
Some physical inside play from Wood, not giving up on his shot.
And here's MP for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Doncic takes to Dinwiddie. Now here's Bullock. He's covered closely. Doncic finds Dinwiddie. High arcing shot. No good there. The Nets go the other way with it. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The 3 from MP. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any.
Through one half, it hasn't even been close.
With the score, your Mavericks 38, the Nets 56.
And please give a big round of applause for your junior detail crew.
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. We've got Ben Simmons. O'Neal is out there with Durant. Then it's MP. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. Irving against Dinwiddie. And here's Bullock from the arc. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set. He is 6'10", skilled, and athletic. Wood, this man is a walking bucket. We are watching him go off. Woo. Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Finney Smith, defended by Durant.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Nets leading by 23. Ball's knocked loose. MP passes to Irving. Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot on their first 5.
And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got the glass cover here tonight. 11 boards for him. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points. With a chance for another one at the stripe. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Reggie Bullock. Warren's checked in for the Nets. Thomas comes in for Kyrie Irving.
A near 7-footer. KD shooting almost 90% from the line for his career. That's a rare combination.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Chalk up 2 there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brooklyn leading by 21. And here's MP for 3. And the Nets miss again. Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And there's the pass to Doncic. And here is Kleber, covered by MP. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it.
Substitution, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Brooklyn.
Shooting 1.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. Dwight Powell is out there with Wood, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Hardaway kicks to Wood. They get it again. Powell. Here's Finney Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
KD's shot is good.
This is the length that Durant provides on the offensive boards. Love whenever he puts it to use like this.
Pass to Finney Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And that one, good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's MP for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Finney Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Wood. Lots of room. Rebounded by the Nets.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Fires from deep. Moving against Doncic. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
You can't forget to box Kyrie out. He's good using that little slick athleticism to track down some easy misses.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Dinwiddie is checked in for foul. Doncic passes to Dinwiddie. And Wood, the bucket on the assist by Dinwiddie.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
MP, no good. Mavericks trail by 17. Down low. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It's hard to cover Wood. Even when you're rough with him, he can still score on you.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Dallas.
Christian Wood at the line for 1.
Can you believe that Christian Wood went undrafted? Here's a guy that has the size, the shooting, the defense, everything NBA teams want.
MP outside. It's the three-point bomb. MP's got 41. For Dallas, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Doncic kicks to Bullock. They double him with MP. Here's Finney Smith. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Brooklyn leading by 15. MP left side. Three-pointer. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Doncic passes to Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, good, another from 3.
He just continues to rein it in from downtown. Hits another one from deep.
Greg, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a game. Wood kicks to Bullock. Floats it up for Wood. And finished off by Wood.
You love the effort Wood makes on the offensive end, determined to get his team a bucket.
Outside, KD. Dishes to MP. No good from outside. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Green comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Ntilikina in for Dinwiddie. Doncic outside. Rebounded by the Nets. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Harris. Back to Mills. Fires for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't leave home to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. So long.